What's up guys, it's Kelly and today I am back with another favorites video. So I did a video fairly recently where I talked to you guys about my favorite red nail polishes, and I explained in that video that I kind of wanted to start a series where I was doing like each favorite color, and you guys were pretty hyped about it, and so am I. So we're gonna do it, we're gonna continue it, and today we're doing orange. I did a quick poll on my community tab on YouTube. It was like neck and neck for if you guys wanted to see pink or orange next, but I think orange ended up winning by like 53%, but don't worry, pink is gonna be next. I know a lot of you guys wanted to see it in rainbow order. I have a few disclaimers for this video. Disclaimer number one, I'm not specifically doing Roy G. Biv, and I know a lot of you guys requested that. I think that there are more categories to nail polish than there are just rainbow, because I think we need to address pink. I think there's a few different types of blues. I think there's a few different types of purples. You know, we gotta do like gray, black, white, brown, neutrals, like all sorts of things. I'm gonna try to go like in rainbow order, but not specifically like Roy G. Biv. Okay. That's first disclaimer. Second disclaimer, I say orange. I'm from New Jersey. I live in New Jersey. I have a New Jersey accent. I know a lot of you guys say orange. I don't say that. I say orange. I know that's gonna bother a lot of people in this video, and I am gonna be talking about 15 orange nail polishes. So if that's gonna bother you, it might be best to watch this on mute. I will list all the polishes that I'm favoriting in this description, so if you guys really just can't stand me saying orange, check out the description, okay? And then disclaimer number 3 is I'm not gonna be doing top 10 for each nail polish because I decided that I limited myself way too much in the first video, just doing my top 10 favorite red nail polishes, and I feel like there were more, which I'm also gonna be doing burgundy slash like vampy red colors because I feel like I just didn't address those. So this time I'm doing 15 favorite orange nail polishes. I don't think you guys are gonna be upset about that. I feel like people probably like seeing more rather than less. So with all those disclaimers aside, let's start with the video. So today I'm gonna be talking to you guys about my 15 favorite orange nail polishes. I think the hardest thing is there's like a lot of really awesome, beautiful, in the bottle, neon nail polishes, and they really just don't look good on the nails, or they're not good formulas. And there's a couple in here that aren't amazing formulas, but honestly I think the color is worth looking into, and like I think they're good enough to like use anyway. Honorable mention goes to China Glaze Sun Worshipper. It's one of the first neons I ever picked up, but it is just not a good formula. But anyway, that's not one of my favorites. Let's start with the favorites. The first polish that I'm going to show you guys is Traffic Cone by Salon Perfect. This is probably the most neon, just like solid classic orange shade. And I think there's so many different types of orange, and I'm going to be showing you guys so many different types of orange, but this is like a pure neon orange. And I don't think it's an amazing formula. It's not the best I've ever used. It does take 3 coats for full opacity, which I don't generally love in a nail polish. It does dry to a matte finish, which you guys know I do love. Can't complain about that, but I do think that it's really nice. Neon formulas, and especially drugstore neon formulas, and especially drugstore neon formulas that have 3 coats, tend to be a little bit not long lasting. I've never actually worn this one for a long time. I imagine it does not last very long because it is a drugstore brand, it's a neon, it's a matte finish, so really it chips really quickly. But color wise, I think it's absolutely stunning. I think you could wear this literally any time of year. It's definitely a good one to pick up. Okay, so on to another neon. I think I'm just gonna start with a few neons and then we'll move on to like the regular shades. This is Ice Cream Nails Hazardous. This is actually fairly new to my collection, but as soon as I got it, I knew that I was definitely in love with it. It's a little bit deeper of an orange than the Traffic Cone color, but I would still definitely classify it as a neon. I love the Ice Cream Nails polishes. I think they have amazing opacity. I think they have amazing formulas, especially for being neons, and I think they're perfect for nail art. I love using Ice Cream Nails. For a while, I wasn't using them on my channel because they were only available in Australia, even though I did get my hands on them, but now they are internationally available, so I'm super excited about that. This bottle in particular, unfortunately, does have a wonky brush and it's like super stiff, so I can't use it, but I do use a Zoya Z brush in it. It's a little bit too tall for it, so it kind of like bends, but when you use it, it's totally fine. If you do get a wonky brush, you can always let their customer service know, and they actually did ask me if I needed to replace this one, and I said no, because I don't need it. I can use other brushes, but if you do buy from them, you can definitely get a new one swapped out. But I still love this color. I think it's really beautiful, and I think it'd be awesome for a gradient. On to the next one. This one kind of looks red compared to the other oranges that I'm going to be showing you, but when I was swatching it on its own, it definitely looked like a neon orange. So it's like an orangey red. This is Orly We Caliente. This is super new. This is actually from their summer 2019 collection. As you guys are watching this video, you guys probably haven't even seen that review yet, which I did record, but that's probably going to go up this next week. Oh my gosh, this one's so good. I'm going to be ranting about it in that video, so don't worry. But it is almost a 1 coater for me. It was pretty much 1 coat, but I did end up throwing on a 2nd coat just to show you guys what that looks like. But oh man, amazing formula, super gorgeous color. Just really bright, really gorgeous. I love the Orly brush. So a new one, but still a beautiful one. And also, can we talk really quickly about how beautiful these three would be in a gradient? Just like a gradient from like light neon orange to dark neon orange. So gorgeous. So any of you guys who are worried about me not having enough favorite oranges, you just wait and see. There's a lot more coming. All right, so moving on to like a really fall orange nail polish. This is OPI, it's a Piazza Cake. And this is just a really gorgeous, it's like almost like got like a reddish brown kind of undertone to it. Really beautiful orange cream. This color in particular feels so, is autumnal the word? Autumnal, that's how it feels to me. This is like the color that I always go for around Thanksgiving because I feel like it's just like the perfect blend of brown and orange, that it just feels like the perfect Thanksgiving-y color. I don't know, I love wearing it in the fall. I think it's so gorgeous. Oh, by the way, these are gonna be mostly creams. I know I split up in my last video, like it was half creams, half shimmers slash different finishes. This time for oranges, I think I'm mostly a cream person, and it's gonna be different for each color. Even though you guys know cream is my favorite finish, it is gonna be different for each video. But in terms of orange, there's only a few orange glitters that I truly, truly love. So this is another one that if you guys follow me on Instagram and watch my stories, you probably see me wear this one all the time. This is OPI's Summer Lovin' Having a Blast, and again, fairly new. I think it was from last summer. Oh my god, I'm just in love with this color. It's so gorgeous. I wear it all the time. I wore it for the fall because it's the perfect pumpkin picking color, and I wear it in the summer because it's a gorgeous bright orange cream. And again, just a really amazing formula. It's not neon, but it is like a nice, really classic basic orange. So yeah, it's just like a really solid basic orange that you can wear pretty much any time of year. And I surprisingly do wear a lot of orange nail polish. I feel like I'm saying orange so much. And you guys who hate me saying orange instead of orange are gonna be super mad about this video. We're gonna keep moving on. I'm also gonna be talking about a few peachy orange shades here because this sounds mean, but I don't think they deserve their own video because I don't love them as much as I love orange nail polishes. So we're gonna talk about some peachy oranges, starting with this one right here. This is OPI Where Did Suzies Man Go? And I think this is actually a really gorgeous spring orange nail polish. And I think that spring is the only time of year where I like am hesitant to wear this color, not this particular color, but orange in general. And I think this one kind of fits in perfectly because it's like a really soft pastel shade. Another word I know you guys hate when I say. That New Jersey accent kills you guys, I know it. Just, you're very lucky I don't talk about bags and coffee and all the other things that bother people in other states. But yeah, so this is just another amazing OPI cream formula. Even though it is a light shade, I think it does have a really amazing formula, so I definitely love this one. Okay, moving on to yet another new shade. I feel like there have been a lot of really good oranges in the last year. And this one from Jessica Cosmetics, I talked about in my recent Jessica Cosmetics review. This one's called Pumpkin Spice, which I think is a weird name for it, but I love the color. And compared to the other oranges that I'm showing you guys, I think this one does look like a straight up like peachy salmon color, but on its own, I think it's just a really nice pastel orange cream. It has a really amazing formula. This is one of the first times I ever used Jessica Cosmetics, and I've been wearing them pretty consistently since then because I think it is just a really good formula. I think it's a really good color. I'm definitely going to do more Jessica Cosmetics reviews because I am very impressed with them. But this color in particular, super gorgeous. Another good spring color, but honestly, you could wear it any time of year as like a way of being kind of neutral, but just like a little bit less neutral than a neutral like nude color because it kind of has a little bit of a pop. Ooh, we're gonna move on to an old polish. And this is China Glaze Son of a Peach, and this is a peachy. This is part of their pastel neon collection that came out years and years and years ago. This was the first collection that I bought the whole collection of, so this one definitely has a special place in my heart. That being said, terrible formula. It's very patchy and you need 3 coats for full opacity, but it's so beautiful that I have to say how much I love it. It's like a nice peachy cream. I think it's really good for nail art. I think it's really good for gradients. Like I said, not a good formula, but I think the color is worth it. And I don't have any other color like this, so I feel like I have to include it in my list of favorites, 1 for nostalgia purposes, and 2 because it's just a really beautiful color. Moving on, we have yet another pastel orange. This one's actually really interesting to me. It's called China Glaze All Sun and Games. I really like this one. When I first got it, I didn't love it, but I feel like the more I see it, the more I'm in love with it, so I really wanted to include it in my favorites. It's like a less neon pastel orange shade, but this one actually has like little gold flecks in it, and I think that just makes it a really gorgeous polish. I just wanted to include it, even though again, not an amazing formula, not something that I would say like, oh my god, you have to have this color, but I do think it's super gorgeous and I think it's really unique. I don't think that there are a lot of orange shades that just have like something else in them. So I think this one's definitely unique to my collection. Another beautiful color. It does take 3 coats for me for full opacity and it is a little bit patchy, but I don't know, it's just so pretty. pretty. It's like a really pretty summer color. Next up we have another China Glaze. China Glaze makes really good orange nail polishes. They actually do a really good job making like interesting colors that aren't like red and pink and stuff. You're probably going to be seeing a lot of them in future favorites videos. This is China Glaze None of Your Risky Business. This one feels like another neon pastel to me. It's a straight up orange, but it does have a little bit of like a neon quality to it. It's not an amazing formula. Again, this is a 3-coater. China Glaze's formula definitely has improved over time, and I think their older shades, like these ones that I've mentioned so far, are not amazing formulas, but I do think that the color payoff is absolutely worth it. I think that's what China Glaze does best, is colors. Color is the one thing that I will always say, like, China Glaze does amazing, interesting colors. So definitely recommend this one as well. Did I say it was another 3-coater? Yeah. Next up we have the color I'm wearing, which is weird because in the bottle it looks so much more yellow, but on my nails it looks super orange. And that is China Glaze Good as Marigold. This one's almost got like a little bit of a crelly formula, so it's not like straight opaque cream. It does take about 3 coats for full opacity, and I have been reaching for this color a lot. I love it because it is a newer China Glaze color, so it does have the wide flat brush, which is like kind of like half wide flat brush that China Glaze makes now, and I think it's really easy to apply. I think it's a really gorgeous color. It does look a lot more yellow in the bottle, but it is pretty orange on the nails. It's like a basic solid orange. So I think the more coats you apply, the more orange it looks. Okay, next up we have another fall orange. I feel like there weren't that many in this collection, but I do think bright oranges are good for fall too. This is China Glaze Accent Piece, and I think this is just another really interesting one. It kind of has like a little bit of a brown undertone to it, and it has another golden shimmer in it, which I think makes it really interesting. And this is what I'm talking about with China Glaze. I feel like they just put together colors that you wouldn't normally expect. I think they're the only mainstream brand that I know of that kind of consistently does polishes that I would expect from independent nail polish brands. This is just another really gorgeous one. I would definitely recommend it just because it's nice to have like some interesting, I think it is kind of like an accent piece. I think it's just an interesting color to have in your collection. And it's a 2-coater, which is nice because a lot of the China Glazes I've been talking about are 3-coaters. So this one's a 2-coater, very nice. Moving on to an independent brand. This is Cirque Extra, and this one's practically a neon too. I think it was actually part of their Vice collection from years past, so I don't know if it's available anymore. This is very similar, I think, on the nail to Good as Marigold, but this one is a full cream formula, so it is opaque in 2 coats, which I like a lot. And if that's what you're looking for, then this might be your option. It is a little bit more expensive though. I do think it's a little bit more yellow looking on the nails. Good as Marigold is very yellow in the bottle and looks orange on the nails. This one I think is a little bit more orangey in the bottle, but looks a little bit more yellow on the nails than Good as Marigold. And now onto my 2 glitters. This is Zoya Alma. Alma? But anyway, this is just another really gorgeous color. It looks pretty yellow on the nails, but it's pretty orange in the bottle, so I'm gonna call it an orange. And this is just a really gorgeous, sparkly, shimmery summer kind of shade. It has these like iridescent holographic hex glitters in it, and then it also has that like golden shimmer in it, which I think makes it a really interesting polish. You can use this as an accent, or you can use it for like a glitter gradient, and I think it's just a really beautiful color, especially if you layer it over orange. I think it looks even more beautiful. I don't know, it's just a fun accent color to have. Okay, and saving the best for last. This one might be my favorite, even though I do love cream polishes, but this one's so good, and it was a limited edition, so I don't know if it's available anymore. This is Too Cute to Spook. I reviewed this in their Halloween Fall 2018 collection. It's such a good formula. This is a full coverage glitter, but you don't need to sponge it on. You don't need to do anything crazy with it. It is just fully opaque in 2 coats, and it looks absolutely amazing. It's just this straight metallic orange glitter, but somehow when you're wearing it, it looks like blackened and like deep and gorgeous, and it's just the perfect Halloween glitter. But I think you could also like get away with wearing it to like a formal occasion if that kind of golden, bronzy, coppery kind of situation matches what you're wearing. You can totally get away with wearing this more. I feel like this is another one of those polishes that I'm very sparse with using because I'm nervous that once it's gone, I'm never gonna get it back, and it makes me a little nervous. Even the bottle cap says limited edition on it, so it stresses me out a tiny bit, but it's so beautiful. This could honestly be my favorite orange. So all of these orange colors are making me miss fall a little bit, even though they are fun summer colors too. So yeah, those are my favorite orange nail polishes. 15 of them, all of the ones that I can find online, I will link down below. Some of the China Glaze and OPI ones are going to be available in stores. Some of them totally are not going to be available in stores. So I will try my best to find them. Like I said, some of them might not be available anymore. You could always check eBay and stuff, but I don't want to endorse any particular eBay sellers because I don't know know who is legit. So you guys are on your own for that, but I will list all the polishes that I talked about in the description, like I said, and I'll also try to find them online. But anyway, those are my favorite oranges. I am gonna do pink next. I'm very excited about it. There's a ton of different pinks that I want to talk about. All right, that's it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed yet another installment in my favorite nail polishes series. Give it a thumbs up if you want to see more. And I know there was a motion filed for me to dye my hair each color of the spectrum as I went, and I think that would have been awesome. And I think I do actually want to do orange next, but I did not have enough time for this video because I want to do these videos like not that spaced out. Like I kind of want to do them all in a row so you guys can get all of my favorites at once. But anyway, yeah, like I said, that's it. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. I don't always pronounce words wrong, so yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye! I had a couple of really good fun facts that I thought of today, but I don't remember what they are. One of them, actually, I do remember, which is that I tried ruby chocolate for the first time. I heard it was really hard to get a hold of, and I did see it in like a specialty store, so I ended up buying it, and it's super delicious. I don't like white chocolate, so it tastes mostly like white chocolate, but it also tastes like it was made with fruit, which it said there was no fruit added to it, and it said there was no fruit flavoring added to it, so that's crazy to me. If any of you guys have tried ruby chocolate, let me know in the comments, because I think it's very weird. It's like, I can't get enough of it though. Like, I want to buy more, but it's kind of expensive. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye!